Hello everyone, I am Arijit and in this video we are going to talk about how you can run a program in your Raspberry Pi while startup. Means basically whatever you just reboot your Pi or you just turn on your Pi, the program will run automatically. You don't need to do anything. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so at first let's get into our Pi from here. So I am going to use PuTTY for this purpose. And so in my case I will put my local IP and then log in with my username and password. So after this we'll be inside the Pi. Now in this video I am going to use a Python program so that basically whenever I will start my Pi or I will reboot my Pi, it will run the program automatically. Okay, but you can use any other program also. Okay, or any other command or anything, it doesn't matter. Okay, so basically for the purpose of this video, I have already written a sample code which basically blinks a LED in Raspberry Pi. So I have connected a LED with Raspberry Pi and I have written this code. So blink.nano blink.pi. So as you can see, it's a very simple code which looks something like this. So it's basically turn on a LED, wait for 1 second and turn off that, and that's it. So if we simply run this code, python blink.py, you will see the LED will basically blinking. So LED is blinking here. And now I want that whenever my Pi will start, this LED will automatically start blinking. So I don't want to log in even in my Pi. So I will basically power up my Pi and this LED will blink automatically. So now without doing anything, if we just reboot our Pi, let's see what happens. So if we just sudo reboot, so the connection is closed. Let's get into Pi again. And as you can see now the LED is not blinking because like we have rebooted it and now we need to again run this code so that the LED will blink. Now what you can do so that the LED will blink automatically. Now in this video I am going to use a simple method. There are many methods you can use, but in this video we are going to use we will going to write the command in rc.local file. So there is a file called rc.local. So if you write nano and then if you go to etc/rc.local and if you open it, this is how it looks like. Okay, so and as you can see in the button it is showing that rc local is unwritable. This is because I haven't used sudo. So you need sudo to write in this file. So you need admin privileges here. So now as you can see in this file, maybe whenever you will open this file, you will see few of the lines will be written here that basically print your IP address, but I have commented that out because I really don't need that. But again, so this is the file where we need to write our command, whichever command we will write here, that command is going to be executed whenever our Pi will boot up. So now the thing is, which command we will write here. Now we cannot simply write like python blink.py because in that case the rc.local file will not find our blink.py. So we need to give the full path of the file. Now full path means basically in my case at first it will be home obviously. So at first you can go to the root folder. So you can use cd and dot dot, and in this way whenever you will see this thing, so slash and then this dollar sign, that means you are in the root folder. So now from here you can see if I write cd home, so at first there's a home directory, then the username of yours, so in my case is pi, so in your case if it's something else then instead of pi there will be that thing, then you have desktop, so and then finally you have blink.py. So you need to write this full path, so you cannot simply write python and like blink.py. So you first copy this whole path, Then again you go to nano rc.local, but this time we are going to use sudo here so that we will get the admin privileges. And now this time you can see we can write inside this file. So now you go at the end of the file and then you simply write here python, and then you can write this thing home/py/desktop, and then finally blink.py. So basically you need to give the full address, not any kind of relative address. Okay, and another thing, remember that make sure the program, the command you are writing here must work properly, because if it gets an error here, then your Pi will not boot up. Okay, so if you think that your program may get error, then don't write it inside rc.local. Okay, because in that case your Pi will not boot up. And so if we write something like this, and then if we just do enter, and now if we do sudo reboot, if you see, so currently I am not running this code, that LED code, but if I do sudo reboot, you will see, so it is connection is closed. And now next time whenever our Pi will boot up, it will automatically going to blink that LED. So as you can see, I haven't even logged into the Pi, but still the LED is blinking. That means it's working. So basically our code is running and we haven't even logged into our Pi. So now let's open PuTTY, because there is another issue I want to talk about, 43.63. And so basically if you want to just execute a single code, then this is totally fine. But let's say you want to execute 2 or 3 Python files. In that case, you cannot simply write like python blink.py, and in the next line you cannot write python another program, because as it is running, it is not going to execute the next command. Okay, so for one program this is fine, but if you have to use multiple commands or multiple programs, then you need to put the ampersand sign at the end. So what this ampersand sign will do, it will basically run your program in background. Okay, so background means basically, let's say you have another code and you can then simply write python and let's say abc.py. Okay, this will work properly if you put this ampersand, because in that case if there is ampersand, then the first program will be run in background and then the second program will work properly. But if you don't put this ampersand sign here and you simply write something like this, python blink.py and then python abc another program, it will not work. Only the first code will execute, but any other code will not execute. So remember, if you are using multiple codes or multiple commands, you need to put this thing here, and then it will work just properly. Okay, and even if you are using a single code and still you are using this ampersand sign, there is no issue, you can simply do that. Okay, so this thing is also fine. So if you again reboot, you will see this will work. So let's reboot and let's check it. So as you can see, it is blinking and it is working properly. So this is how the whole thing works, and I think there are many other methods also, but I think this is the simplest method using which you can run a program while startup. And also, instead of a code, if you want to use any kind of command, you can do so also. So you can simply write any command there and it will work in the same way. Okay, so this is all about this video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and then please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, because in future also I am going to upload this kind of videos. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.